What's up, everybody? This is day 18 of hashtag homeless. 18 days. Let's see. Quick update. Off the cuff, no notes, no predetermined topics. The quickest updates that I have are I start a job tomorrow. I know I've been talking about that for ever since the day I got offered the job. I'm looking forward to it. It's a labor job, minimum wage, and it's only starting out with half the number of hours that I would need to be able to get a roof over my head. But this is like a trial run period, and that's what they told me. So I have to go in there, bust my hump, show that I can do the job, that I'm going to show up on time. I think that's, to me, that from what they were talking about, they have a really hard time getting people to show up after they get hired, which blows my mind. Like how, but I guess, that's the younger generation. Irresponsible, don't care. Even if a better opportunity were to have come along or some reason why I can't start the job, even on the day that I'm supposed to start, I would have the courtesy to let them know as soon as I know. I mean, to just not show up, that's ridiculous and unexcusable. So, I'm starting that tomorrow. Today, I have a job interview lined up for a big boy job, a 6-figure software design job, and that will be at about 1 o'clock here. It's it's around, I don't know, it's before noon. I'm taking a break. Like I said, one of the problems that you run into when you go set up a computer in the library or in the coffee shop or whatever is you have to go to the bathroom at some point, and you can't just leave your stuff sitting on the desk or on the table. So if I have to go to the bathroom, I have to pack everything up, put it in my bag, carry the bag to the bathroom, do my business, and then come out of the bathroom. And at that point, do I want to just go right back to the desk and set everything right back up again? So I decided to make a few phone calls that I had to make, got that out of the way, and I've got some time between now and this job interview this afternoon, and I'm going to probably go grab a snack on you guys with my EBT card, and I'm just going to, enjoy a little bit of peace without the quiet, because you can't find that in Jamestown. But I'm going to go and snack up a little bit and just try to relax before this job interview. It's a screening call. It's the first stage of probably a 4-stage process. But it's the second company I've interviewed with professionally since I started sending out resumes. I believe, I'm up over 100 resumes for sure. I don't know if it's 110. Let's just say it's somewhere around there. So this will be the second company that I've interviewed as a result of that effort. And this company came to me. I did not send them my resume. They found me on LinkedIn. So that's always a good sign when a company internal recruiter finds you and comes to you versus you reaching out to them. There's already an interest there. So that, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that I would even get a second interview after the first. But I'm going to put everything I have into it. But sometimes being relaxed and, I've already done my research. I've done my homework on the company. I know what I'm going to talk about. It's a screening call. It's probably going to be over the phone instead of video. There won't be any screen sharing. So I'll just have to have a copy of my resume in front of me and just be ready to talk. So there's the job hunt. And, the only topic that I really have right now to discuss is the trolls, man. I've been, I was waiting for these negative comments to start coming my way. You suck, you deserve what you got, you deserve the situation that you're in. Why don't you get off your lazy ass and go find a job? And, there are all these comments coming in between yesterday and today. Oh boy, the trolls are out. So thank you for that, because when the trolls are hitting you with comments, it just means people are paying attention, and people are at least watching the videos, and the videos are getting out there. One guy blasted me for wasting my time opening up a photography shop to market to my 191 subscribers. And listen, buddy, I've got 210 subscribers now. So, you don't even know what you're talking about. So I opened my photography store yesterday at shop.litgood.com. It's an Etsy store. As of right now, I met my goal of having 4 photographs with various print sizes and print options available, from $25 up to $2,000 and everything in between, depending on whether you want an 8x10 photographic print that you're going to frame yourself, or if you want a 40-inch by 60-inch metal print that comes ready to hang on your wall for $2,000. High-end stuff. So yeah, to the person who told me I was wasting my time marketing my shop to the 200 people, the 191 people who were subscribing to my YouTube channel, I'm already making sales. I haven't even had the store live for 24 hours, and I had to spend this morning filling out orders and submitting photos to the lab to get sent to customers. So, oh yeah, what a waste of time that was. And the other comments, the comments about get off your lazy ass and go find a job. Obviously, you haven't watched that many of the videos, because if you did, you'd know that I did get off my lazy ass, my so-called lazy ass that, does absolutely nothing all day. And I went and got a job. I had my New York State photo ID handed to me in the mail 3 weeks ago today. And on the day it showed up in the mail was the day I found out I was going to be homeless at the end of the week. I would have probably found a job that week had it not been for the fact that I had to scramble and figure out what I was going to take with me when I hit the streets on Friday. That was Monday. I was homeless on Friday. And in spite of being homeless for a little over 2 weeks, I've gone on at least 5 or 6 job interviews with general labor jobs. These jobs that these people in the comments keep saying that I'm too good for, or that I'm too lazy to go after, or that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, dude, watch the video before you leave these stupid comments, because, I don't really care what anybody thinks about me. I went to art school in the mid-1990s, and that was a 2-year-long contest to see who could be the weirdest kid in school, and I didn't even come close to winning that contest. But I guarantee you, I did not care what people think about me, and to this day, I still don't. So go ahead and leave the comments. It's not the only thing that gets under my skin a little bit, and it's not the strangers that are leaving the comments. It's a couple of people in particular who accuse me of being lazy. People who know me, and people who... I'm not even going to get into who they are and all that. But the day I got out of prison... Now, I'm already organized. One of my best friends told me the other day that he saw some of my digital life when I was locked away in prison, because he took over some accounts for me. And he said, what I saw in your note-taking accounts and in your digital... He's like, I've never seen anybody more organized than you in terms of your digital life. I mean, it's like blew my mind. So I'm already like that. And I knew that when I came out of prison, there were going to be people riding me about, what have you done this week? What have you done? Show me what you've done. Have you been looking for a job, or are you just sitting on your ass doing nothing all day? And so I keep track of everything that I'm doing. So, some people who stand on their feet all day and do manual labor all day long, they look at somebody who sits in front of a computer all day long, even if that's their job to do so, and they call you lazy. And it's just the way it is. I don't care. I've been dealing with that my entire career. But getting accused of being lazy by people who stand on their feet all day. And it's like, there's a reason I went to school, and there's a reason why I developed certain skills so that I could make more money by doing, by not standing on my feet all day and breaking my back every day for it. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Anybody should do that. Anybody should have more ambition in life than where, if your job is working at Burger King, you should be trying the best that you can do to get a better job than working at Burger King. Like, I'm getting a manual labor job that I start tomorrow. And I guarantee you I will be working my tail off to make that a stepping stone to something better. One way, or I don't know what path it's going to take, but I'm not going to settle for the bottom of the barrel. Nobody should. Nobody should. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this channel, is to show you that you can hit rock bottom. You can go from having a good life to having absolutely nothing and having to start over from the bottom, and start over with really bad circumstances hanging over your head, like a criminal record and a whole bunch of other factors. And I'm going to prove to all of you that you can come back from this. I don't plan on being homeless for the next 6 months of my life. I don't plan on being homeless for 3 more weeks if I don't have to. I imagine it's going to take at least a month to figure out something after I start this job and some sort of money starts coming in. But to sit there and be called lazy by people who I personally know, who have been accusing me of that since the day I got out of prison, that's kind of insulting, because if it wasn't for me sitting in front of my computer day after day, doing nothing and just goofing off like I do, I wouldn't be getting these job interviews for 6-figure income jobs that I'm getting now. All of that comes from the first few weeks of when I got out of prison. I sat down and I built something. And I sat in front of the computer for 8 to 12 hours a day, laying the foundation and groundwork to start getting these phone calls like I got yesterday. And, when it comes to wasting my time with a YouTube channel, no, I didn't think anybody was going to pay attention to this. I really didn't. I thought maybe 10 people would watch it. And I'm not saying it's blowing up like crazy, but I have 210 subscribers now, and a few of these videos have got over 2,000 views. A few of them are over 1,000. At least one of them is over 2,000, and some of them I didn't really take a tally this morning to see where it's at, but that's a lot for sitting in front of a camera talking for 10, 20 minutes, not putting anything like real effort into it. And the funny thing is, people who are telling me, oh, you're wasting your time with your photography store. I only put time into it because people who watch these videos keep sending me comments and messages that they want to donate. And I don't want to take a handout, because I'm so lazy. That's a sign of someone who's really lazy right there, somebody who won't take a handout. But I put up a store, litgood.com and shop.litgood.com. Check it out. You can buy, if you want to support what I'm doing, you want to throw money my way, go there and get something for yourself. A nice piece of art to hang on your wall. I mean, this is capitalism. This isn't sitting on the street corner shaking a coffee cup trying to get some change and some handouts. I'm getting my handout when I get off the video with you guys. I'm going to use my EBT card to get a snack, and then I'm going to chill out for a minute, and then I'm going to go get ready for this job interview. And hopefully, I can get a 6-figure job, and I can start contributing back and give back to the people that have helped me through this dark period that I'm going through right now. As much as I want to complain about some of the stuff at the homeless shelter, I have a roof over my head, and there's a lot of things that I have access to and have available that makes me a lot more fortunate than people who are homeless and in a bad situation. Being homeless can take a lot of different forms. My form of going through it is a lot different than other people's. Some people brought it on more themselves with drug addiction, and some of the people who are addicted to drugs, I honestly, it depends on what the drugs are, because we have these corporations that were pushing the opiates on people and getting them addicted to this stuff. There are people out there addicted to drugs who got addicted because of their doctors. I mean, and that does not cover every drug addict out there. Everybody's story, everybody's got a different story, and there are a lot of sad situations that I'm surrounded by every single day, and it's hard to watch. It's hard to see some people. It's hard to watch when you know that they have absolutely no options in life, and that they're never going to get a job, and that they're never going to be able to get out of the situation that they're in because they're just too far gone, or they've got physical disabilities or something going on that's going to prevent them from ever pulling themselves out of this mess. And how do you help these people? What do you do in those situations? I don't know. It's sad. So, I'm going to pray about, all the stuff I've got to face today. I've got to deal with this job, and there's so much stuff going on. My mind is just swimming around, and I can't calm down. So part of the reason why I'm going to get off of this video, go get some food on you guys with my EBT card, and just go relax for a few minutes so I have a clear head when it comes time for this phone interview this afternoon. And hopefully tomorrow's video has some good news that came out of that. And but between now and then, hope y'all have a good night, and peace out.